guide.
I am Dan Indra, and I am a designer here at 2K. My career is the mode where you get to take your player, whether it's you or a fantasy version of you, and live out an NBA career.
The 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson.
Cavaliers are out of Cleveland as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in tonight's contest. We're live from Boston. It's the home of the Celtics. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Cleveland, Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. And it's Thomas in at the one.
And it had been something that had been talked about in the past via trade, but Al Horford joined Boston in the offseason via free agency. It was the fit that he wanted team-wise, and Horford was ready for a new challenge. So great fit with this roster and the city of Boston.
Hayward dishes to Irving. It's taken away by Smith. The pass to Love. From 13, Hayward grabs the board. On defense, the Cavaliers. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Cavaliers. He said the focus defensively is going to be making things difficult inside. He wants to get them off the three-point line and make them take as many mid-range shots as possible. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Gordon Hayward has always been a good NBA athlete, but now he's starting to get bigger and stronger over the years and being able to finish through contact in the lane.
Free throw drops for Hayward. And Hayward, for his size and strength, moves his feet pretty well defensively.
Yeah, underrated defender. They say he plays a lot of tennis. That's where he gets his lateral quickness from.
Both good from the line that time.
And the Cleveland Cavaliers winning the first title
in franchise history, upsetting the favorites, the Golden State Warriors. First time ever a team returned from a 3-1 deficit in the finals to win.
3 straight misses to begin this contest and already starting to look frustrated.
And the dunk by Horford.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
Pushing it up, and here they go. And he comes up with the deuce.
And credit Kyrie, tremendous vision. Finds the open man.
For Cleveland, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And GA, the Cavs are now the hunted team. Do you like their chances of repeating as champions?
I think they've got as good a chance as anyone, and probably better because they really have owned the East. If they can stay healthy, no reason to think they can't do it again.
Now Hayward. After Isaiah Thomas missed from long range, they set the pick. Horford. Tries yet again, and the layup is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Smith outside. He dishes it to Thomas. It's a pick by Love. Back to Smith. They need this one. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Again, Irving missing.
I like that shot for him, though. Very little defensive pressure. He typically rises up and buries that.
Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
At a time when everyone's obsessed with threes and dunks, LeBron showing off a strong in-between game.
Pick by Horford. Irving kicks to Horford. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. The Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Green, he's checked in for Thompson. Crowder comes in for James. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Smith. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. It's a pick by Love. Korver kicks to Green. He got right to the cup using that screen. Green's got his first basket.
He knows his teammate loves to shoot from that spot on the floor and get him the ball exactly there.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Horford the pass to Brown. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Crowder. Pass to Love. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
The power, the skill set. Kevin Love able to drive and finish through contact.
Now Smart. Dishes to Horford. 3 seconds left. And the shot falls short this time. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They're up by 6. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really love for 13.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks locked in his stockpile.
I know he's feeling real good about his decision. He's one of the bright coaching stars in our league.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
And they really are just giving them no breathing room out there. They have completely flustered them and set the pace of this game in their favor.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. We've got Green. Derrick Rose is out there with Kyle Korver. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Love in at the center position.
Anticipation and tenacity, two things that makes Kevin Love a terror on the offensive glass.
Horford with the screen on Korver. Here's Smart, passes it to Rozier. Crowder against Brown. Shot clock at 5. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Baines. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Baines has got his first 2 points of the night. A lot of great shooters in the league with that high rainbow arc. The studies show it helps you get more of the rim to shoot at than coming in from an angle. Steve, you were learning to shoot, of course, at one time in your career. Was getting a high arc on your shot something you were taught?
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, though, Kevin, some guys have too much of a high arc, and I think it hurts them. I think you got to get the right balance. You got to stay in the gym, watch video, and get a chance to just get a good rhythm. Because on some shots closer in, you don't want to shoot it that high. You just got to get a measurement on where you're at on the floor at all times.
Interesting, too. There are very few guys whose jump shot all look alike. They're all different in some ways. Do you think?
It is. I think guys do get in trouble if you don't have enough arc. But I think some guys have higher, some guys have it right in the middle. It depends on the shot and where you're taking it from.
And the quickness of the release.
Yes.
I mean, there's so much built into this. And you have to give credit to Derrick Rose. He has improved a great deal in his ability to reduce mistakes in his ball handling. Always has had, Steve, great handle. But now he is just avoiding bad situations, it seems.
You know, at times when you have that experience, you played for a while, the game slows down. And I think for Derrick Rose, he's getting a chance to see the game at a speed that he's so comfortable, knowing that he needs teammates to win basketball games. And he is doing a nice job of not turning it over.
And here is LeBron. Outside Rose, shoots from the elbow, and Baines pulls it down.
Really bad mental lapse by the defense, yet he did not make them pay, surprisingly.
Hayward outside. Launches it. They get it back. And it's Baines missing.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
And yes, you're absolutely right. Beautiful pick. Ugly shot. When you have a reliable floater like that, it can be absolutely lethal.
Got a piece of it. Crowder with the steal. Second shot opportunity, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Having won the most MVPs of any active player, LeBron still going strong.
And LeBron James achieving the highlight of his career, helping lead the Cavs to their first title in franchise history, and Cleveland's first title in over 50 years. Really hard to overstate what it meant to the city and his legacy.
For the Cavaliers, Smith comes in for Jay Crowder, and it's Isaiah Thomas in for Derrick Rose. And he sinks the second. And there's been a lot of negativity, Greg, directed LeBron's way. Cavs fans who felt betrayed when he left, analysts who questioned his greatness. What does that 2016 title now do to them?
I think it changes a lot, especially for those in Cleveland. For the analysts who question LeBron's place in history, I think his 2 titles in Miami had already done a lot to cement his reputation. The 2016 title should remove that as an argument.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
And Shumpert kicks to Thomas. Takes a 3. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Good look by Shumpert. Right on the money.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Irving with the ball. for three. Hayward, good, and the assist goes to Irving. 7 points for Gordon Hayward.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Now here's LeBron. Lets it go from deep. And so that brings the first half to a close. Celtics lead by 7. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Things were going Boston's way from the beginning. A smoldering performance for them early as they shut down everything defensively and were clicking on offense, going 10-0 to start. As the first quarter came to a close, they saw that early lead disappear. Tie game at the end of one. Then, in a tight battle through the second quarter, they actually extended their advantage a little, heading into the half up by 7. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moment.
And as we return, we get a look at the Boston skyline. Those drone cameras are really something. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
And even though the defensive pressure and attention was squarely on him in that first half, yet he's still able to be the most effective player on the floor.
It just goes to show you how special of a player he is. Even when all the eyes are on him, he still shows up and comes up big for his squad.
And for Cleveland, Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. And it's Thomas in at the point.
A guy who would rather spot up. JR is showing us he can pull up off the dribble.
They set the screen. Hayward against Thomas. Hayward goes in. That shot off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, LeBron James has stepped up over the years, both on and off the court. Of course, he plays with that reckless abandon, but off the floor, he's been very involved and vocal about social issues. And more dramatically, he entrusted his marketing empire to his childhood friends. LeBron recalled, people called it the worst decision ever. All this to 3 guys who didn't finish college. We got dirt thrown on all of us, but I always believed in them. Kevin, you can't say it hasn't worked out.
He's broken the mold, D.A. Thank you. Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. Thompson no good on the free throw. Hey, Steve, when you think about team basketball and chemistry, the value of winning, what attributes make for a great teammate?
I think, first of all, unselfish. I think a guy just wants to do whatever it takes just to win. And it's not about his individual awards, but also a guy that wants to make you better.
What about the guy you don't like? What about the guy who's not a good teammate?
You know that guy is selfish, and that guy is always huddling up with a lot of guys, having these small conversations, talking about what's going wrong.
Well, what do you do about it?
You got to kind of weed those guys out. You got to have guys all on the same page. I think it's a team effort, but also it's the coach, general manager, and the leaders of the team to kind of weed him out.
Great perspective. Rozier, he's checked in for Irving. Then for the Cavaliers, Jay Crowder's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Korver in for Smith. Here's Smart, looking for his first basket still in this one. The screen from Brown. Now Smart takes a 3. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And this is not how they wanted to start out the second half. Just 1 for 4 so far.
And you remember Kevin Love suffering the dislocated shoulder in the first round of the 2015 playoffs, Smitty, last season. Really the first extended playoff run, aside from the concussion, of his career.
That had to feel good for Kevin Love, getting a chance to play in playoff basketball. And he made a difference. He was huge for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
The first one falls.
You know, he's strong. He's a gifted big man with a high basketball IQ. That's Kevin Love.
Green, he's checked in for Cleveland. Rose comes in for Isaiah Thomas. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the Celtics, a stifling defensive ball club under head coach Brad Stevens.
I mean, tremendous perimeter defenders. One of the top-rated teams in the league in terms of steals. And even without being a dominant defensive rebounding and shot-blocking team, they were so good on the wings that it didn't matter.
Korver dishes to Green. Brown against Crowder. There's the pick. Green drops in the layup for 2. Green's got his 2nd basket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pick by Horford. Here's Rozier, and they pick up 2. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And here's Rose. It's a pick by Love. Rose up on top. The dish to Love. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Horford. Here's Rozier. He's covered by Rose. From downtown, and the basket by Rozier. And it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
He has to have a quick trigger when he's facing a size mismatch as big as the one he had right there.
Green, the screen, and the wide open shot from Crowder. Offensive rebound. Bucket is good. 8 points for Kevin Love.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Smart with the ball. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Horford with 2 seconds left. The shot comes out. The third quarter comes to a close. Boston on top, up by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Okay, hey, bottom line is, good things are going to happen, bad things are happening.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Now here's LeBron. From 13. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Thompson are up front. Lamont Shumpert is out there with Isaiah Thomas. And it's Smith in at the 3. Cleveland moving the ball around. Thomas kicks to LeBron. And the dunk by LeBron.
Not much anyone can do to stop that. LeBron flexing at the rack.
Here's Irving. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Outside jumper. Six to shoot. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
He had all the room he needed to get the shot off, just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
No one near him. Good, nothing but net. And now a 7-point Celtic lead.
Gordon Hayward's jumper is as consistent as they come. Just perfect shooting form on every shot.
And finished off by LeBron.
That's a great example of the importance of chemistry. He knew where his teammate wanted the ball, and he put it right there.
Irving drives in. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Thompson, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
One thing about Thompson, he's made improvements to his body and his game each and every year.
Loves check in for Shumpert. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Covered by LeBron. Back to Horford. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Now off the inbound. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Not many guys Kyrie's size can make these kinds of contested shots inside the paint.
Thomas kicks to LeBron. Thompson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Horford. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
Irving for 3. He doesn't hit that one. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Smith kicks to LeBron. Left side, Love. Right at the free throw line. And it's Smith that time on the assist by LeBron.
Oh, the wily one. That's a big bucket. JR taking things into his own hands.
Irving drives in from 8. Again, Irving missing. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
What a bucket and one of the more crucial moments of the game.
You know I love that crunch time. This is where the big-time players are made.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're losing by 4. 51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. We've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, release, guys, I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thank you, David. "51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's James. Money!
When you need a big score, you want LeBron to at least touch the ball, and this is why.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. And it's still within reach.
Maybe, but they are hanging on by a thread. They need to make good on every possession.
Back to Smith. There's the steal, and he commits the intentional foul. "23 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they foul intentionally."
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
The former Butler Bulldog Gordon Hayward is a guy who can play 2 to 3 positions thanks to his terrific versatility.
And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're down by 3. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the three. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
You know, the last thing you want to do is force something up here. Take what the defense gives you and go from there.
Here's LeBron to tie it up. Yes! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Your go-to guy in these situations, LeBron, has been here before plenty of times.
Now a timeout called by Boston. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Now Irving. He feeds it to Hayward. Picked by Horford. From deep. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one as we watch this one go now to overtime. It'll be the Celtics off the tip, and no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Celtics.
The precise passing ability of Hayward, really a luxury for this team.
LeBron passes to Rose. The screen from Thompson. Up off the screen. And LeBron with the layup.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, they went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
Picked by Horford. The Celtics working the ball around now. There's a good screen. 4 on the clock. Hayward can't hit. Cavaliers shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. It's a pick by Love. LeBron dishes to Rose. Connects.
I will put him in the category as a clutch player. Derrick Rose delivers again.
The Celtics shooting well. They're at 45%. Picked by Horford. Hayward from outside. Trifecta.
Whenever games get close, Hayward is the guy they look for to score the rock. He takes this responsibility very seriously.
Timeout called Cleveland. They're down by 1. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first overtime. It's a pick by Love. LeBron kicks to Rose. Just 5 to shoot. Love with a wide open look. No good on the 3.
A three-point marksman. He couldn't have asked for a better look. Sometimes it just doesn't go down.
So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he is unable to get the second one. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 2. 23 seconds left in overtime. What do you think, guys?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
A lot of time left, which should allow for a really good shot if they run the right play.
Three seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Rose kicks to James. It's off. And now they foul and stop the clock. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
And here's Love from the arc. Misses the 3. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
They probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we play with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, that we don't have to walk the ball up the court, and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.